When the Kenya government and the people of this country feel that they are safe enough from the Al-Shabaab menace, we shall pull back. So this campaign is not time-bound. There is no timeline on it. We will leave it to the people of this country to decide that, yeah, we feel safe enough on the common border, and therefore our fighters, our warriors can come back home. So key success factors or indicators will be in the form of a highly degraded Al-Shabaab capacity moving forward. And this is the 15th day of the campaign. The military has suffered only one fatality, courtesy of Al-Shabaab fire. In fact, that happened only this week. So only one killed so far. Wounded, not more than 5. And we have 3 who are still missing, specifically the 2 soldiers who disappeared or who were kidnapped by them in July, and the one who is still missing at sea. On the Al-Shabaab side, you will appreciate that I have no capacity of going across to count. We can only do what we call the battle damage assessment, which we have done, and we do it on a daily basis as and when we launch our campaigns on specific targets. And from what we have conservatively runs into several hundreds at the moment. The engagement with Al-Shabaab this week was not the first. This was in fact typically a terrorist ambush inside Somalia. Now there was a face-to-face engagement with them. We killed 9, those that we were able to count. Others escaped with severe injuries, and they injured 2 of our own. One of them is just about to recover. The other one succumbed to injuries yesterday. But the truth of the matter is that this is not the first encounter we have had with Al-Shabaab. Al-Shabaab has been engaged on land, from the air, and by sea. But you have to appreciate that you are not engaging a conventional military outfit. That is not how terrorists fight. So the engagement has been done right from day one. But this was an ambush that we had to contend with this week. And it's surprising. We would expect many more of those, because the fight against terror globally is fought in this manner. So this should not dampen the spirit of anybody. This is what a soldier should expect out there in the battlefront. I think also, let me also say that we have not specifically targeted Ismail. Our mandate, as given by government, is to pursue legitimate Al-Shabaab targets wherever they are. If that target happens to be Ismail, that is where we shall be. The size of the military committed in Somalia sufficient to do the task at hand. With regard to the issue of Jubalat, I want to say, as a people seated here and mandated to say so, that we have, like you said at the beginning, we have absolutely no appetite for anybody's territory and all that. This has been the case since independence, a policy that is very consistent with our foreign and defense policy, that we covet nobody's inch. And therefore, anybody proposing or venturing to suggest that you are interested in Jubalat or another Jubalat elsewhere, that would be patently dishonest. We have no interest in creating a place called Jubalat. We started off by saying that our only interest is to safeguard the people of this country, so that is why we exist, and also in pursuit of Kenya's national interest or interests. So, like we said, once the government is satisfied that our common border is safe, our mandate as a military is to come back home and defend our territory. So those previous pronouncements about Jubalat are misleading, and there is no such a concept. Historically, we have our own friends informed by where you have come from, And therefore, we have various existing bilateral arrangements with our friends. For example, if you talk about the UK, we have a historical arrangement with them. In fact, we have what you call an MOU kind of, military to military, besides the rest of government, that inside talks about the various things like training, exchange of ideas, exchange of doctrine, visitations and training and all that. The US, the same thing. Other African countries, the same sort of arrangement. So you will find, for example, in a typical year that we have pre-planned activities with our bilateral friends. And that's not a new thing, and that continues to date. There has been a lot of talk about other friends of ours participating militarily in what we are engaged in. And the answer is no. And I think the American ambassador yesterday made it very clear, he was here yesterday, made it very clear that they are not militarily involved in the campaign with us. However, they continue to do that which they have always done in conformity with the details of the particular arrangement, the status of force agreement between us and them.